Support WrestleTalk!
Click the thumbs up.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Luke Owen. Although it doesn't really feel like it, we are less than 1 week away from WWE's first all-women's pay-per-view Evolution, or Evolution, depending on your country of origin. It had been reported that ticket sales for the show were slow, but the announcement of Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella sparked a huge surge in interest, and it's now likely going to sell out. Also on the card will be the finals of the Mae Young Classic, a battle royal for a title shot, Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler, and Becky Lynch defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair in a last woman standing match. And things in the Flair and Lynch feud certainly heated up over the weekend when Flair was down at the NXT Performance Center to presumably give an inspirational speech to the developmental trainees, only for Becky Balboa to run in and attack her. The footage of this attack will likely be shown on SmackDown Live this week to hype up their match on Sunday, as it's been announced that WWE are investigating the matter. Although you don't need to ask Becky about her thoughts on the incident, as she posted on Twitter, "Investigate? You dopes better call Mulder and Scully then, because the champ is out of this world." Things are getting strange, I'm starting to worry. This could be a case for Mulder and Scully. Fingers crossed this leads to that X-Files WWE crossover. You know, like when Frank Drebin investigated the Undertaker mystery at SummerSlam 1994. Oh come on, you know you'd love it. But the bigger match on the card, at least in the eyes of Vince McMahon, is the Raw Women's Championship match between Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella. It was reported last week that Rousey wrote most of her promo on Raw, where she accused Nikki Bella of only getting ahead in WWE because of her relationship with John Cena, and the baddest woman on the planet has been channeling that into her Twitter and Instagram posts. It started off innocently enough, with Ronda tweeting a tale of the tape image of the pair, which highlights not only is Ronda younger and slightly taller with a better win record, but Nikki hasn't won a singles match since she beat Carmella at TLC 2016. Hands up, does anyone remember that match and/or feud? Nikki replied to this by pointing out, "Wow, 24 matches, sick. 337 matches, runs 2 companies, has 2 hit shows plus a successful YouTube channel, been making you famous all week and been training hard to kick your A-star at Evolution. Huh, sure you aren't the hashtag DNB?" God, you could tell things are getting really personal. Nikki had to censor herself. Also, no one tell her that Total Divas just posted a historic low rating last week. Ronda clearly took some of this to heart, because she responded on Instagram where she's not hindered by a shorter character limit. You know, someone typing the title producer next to your name in the credits doesn't make you some sort of god. The extent of your involvement in Total Bellas and Total Divas is you let them film you act like an idiot whenever they want, and in exchange they give you fancy titles in the credits. Whoop-de-effing do. Blimey, even Ronda is getting in on the self-censoring act. This is personal. And if having a successful YouTube channel makes it to your short list of accomplishments, you're not doing nearly as well as you imagine. You know, that hurts, Ronda. That really hurts. We try really hard on this channel. Give us a subscribe, press the thumbs up and all that. While we don't know how Vince McMahon feels about Ronda's social media usage, Raja are reporting that he loves it when Ronda manhandles and judo throws smaller men around. Yeah, read into that what you will. And his love for Ronda reportedly guaranteed her a spot in the main event of WrestleMania 35. Since her debut at the Royal Rumble earlier this year, it had been heavily reported that the plan for next year's Mania would be Ronda versus Charlotte Flair, and the pair would be the first women ever to headline the biggest show of the year. However, according to Dave Meltzer in the latest Wrestling Observer Radio, there is no WrestleMania main event locked in. Rousey versus Charlotte was heavily talked about a few months back, and it's not impossible, but Charlotte has been hurt by how the Lynch angle has played out. As we've all seen by the way WWE have presented the Lynch and Flair storyline, Charlotte is supposed to be the valiant babyface who is standing up to her former best friend and bully Becky. However, the crowd reaction has been very different, with the crowds cheering loudly for Becky and booing even louder for Flair. It was even reported by one Twitter user that her anti-Flair sign was removed by security at Hell in a Cell. But as Meltzer notes, it could still happen, as in this world where the fan reactions don't really matter. If that's what Vince really wants, that's what it'll be. One other potential spanner in the Rousey and Flair Mania main event is the reports of Charlotte's ex-husband Ricky Paul Johnson suing the Flair family for $5 million for defamation of character, where he has also claimed he has dashboard footage of Charlotte using disparaging and racist comments being directed at the Afro-American community in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Meltzer adds there is currently also no Mania plan for Roman Reigns, although he is less likely to get the Mania main event now that Ronda is around. However, if the rumors of The Rock returning for the Royal Rumble and a match against Reigns claims at WrestleMania are true, that could all change. He also reports there is no end goal for the Shield's feud with Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre, though an Ambrose heel turn was planned for earlier this year and could still play out. How should WWE Evolution have been booked? James Dixon thinks he knows the answers in his WrestleTalk.com article. Click the image to head over there and give that a read. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.